What's going on, everybody? It's Big T with GreenWallSt.com, back with another trading video. And what we saw today, or yesterday if you're watching this video, Thursday, October 13th, was one for the 2022 record books. We started off the day and all eyes were pre-market on the new September CPI report. And a lot of people were hoping that inflation was going to start cooling down. It was going to start showing in the numbers. And because of that, maybe we could be done, or at least near the end of this interest rate hike cycle, and the Federal Reserve could stop, at least aggressively hiking rates in order to stop inflation. Instead, what we got was another hot number for September, another rise in core CPI, and because of that, the market initially, if we go over here to a 1 minute candle, shit the bed, for lack of a better phrase. You know, we went from in SPY 362 down to 348, and that really, obviously in hindsight was kind of a throw in the towel capitulation moment. I think a lot of people have been waiting on, what is that moment where the last believers, the last people who are holding on hope for a happy ending, when do they throw in the towel? And it really felt like this morning was just an oh shit, throw in the towel type of moment. And, I think if you were going to sell the market, you sold this morning, right? If you weren't selling this morning after that bad report, after the markets dropped 2-3%, in a matter of 1 minute, you weren't going to sell. Right. So sellers obviously got exhausted in the market, and then we staged just a wicked intraday reversal with the S&P ending up close to 3%. Markets close in about 5 minutes. And we really have not seen a day like this since the day over here where Russia invaded Ukraine. The day that they invaded, markets gapped down, and we staged a similar type reversal, which, ended up leading to about a month-long rally. We bounced for a couple of days after that, came back, retested the lows, and then bounced for a couple of weeks. But ultimately, we still ended up rolling over and find ourselves down here near the lows of the year in October. So I think the question on a lot of people's minds after seeing a day like today, and it's a fair question, is, was that the bottom for stocks? Is that the end of the bear market? And I think the answer to that question is nobody freaking knows, least of which me. I definitely have no idea if that was the bottom. Certainly it could be some sort of medium term bottom. Was that the absolute bottom of the bear market though? I don't think you'll ever know until it's in the rearview mirror and until it looks obvious in hindsight. I think the better question to ask ourselves is, does it really matter? Whether the market bottomed here at 3,500, whether the S&P goes to 3,300, whether it goes to 3,000, 2,800, given a long enough time horizon, does it really matter? No. If you have some sort of investing plan and process in place in which you are continually buying in the market, you're going to buy some high, you're going to buy some low, you're going to buy some in the middle, but you're just going to be an overall buyer of the stock market always. And because of that, you're not going to get the best prices. You'll get okay prices. And over time, you will do okay, which okay in investing in the stock market is actually well above average of what most people do. A lot of people don't want to get the returns of the S&P 500 because it's average, but a large majority of even professionals underperform the S&P 500 over long periods of time. So average is actually above average. And because of that, whether or not this was the bottom, whether or not we go lower, unless you were planning on using this money over the next 6 months or a year, it doesn't really matter. So there's no sense in wasting our brain power to try to figure it out. At least that's the way I look at it. In better news though, we do have a lot of momentum this week in individual stocks. So it's been a little bit slow as markets, kind of just drift lower. There hasn't been a ton of range over the last, call it 3-4 weeks, but we're really seeing a lot of stocks like IMUX. You can see ran from 4 to 11 this week. Peggy has ran from 1 to 7, now sitting at 6. We've had quite a few stocks. We traded some FOXO this week, which ran from from $1 to $1.50. What else did we just trade? LASE up from 220 to 4. So there's still a lot of like intraday volatility and intraday movement that are giving some trade opportunities. So IMUX, some even decent trades that didn't work. So I thought that IMUX today was going to put in a bit of a longer term top, and my idea off the open was I was going to short bounces into resistance. So I did that, covered some. Actually, I covered it all here just because I didn't want to get reclaimed on, and it did end up reclaiming the trend. So a lot of strength, even in stocks that look like they are kind of on the backside of their moves. They're still reclaiming and being a bit difficult. But even with difficult stocks, still can have pretty decent days. Made about $1,000 trading today, and like I said, just dollar cost averaging that into some safer assets, whether it be at 3,500, 3,700, 38, 33. I'm gonna get a little bit everywhere. I'm spraying the shotgun instead of trying to snipe the market. But in terms of trading, definitely doing some sniping. Either way though, super exciting week. It's not every year you get a bear market and get to watch this stuff in real time and feel it and be able to experience it and learn a lot of lessons along the way and learn a lot of stuff about yourself. So hopefully y'all are having fun in this bear market of 2022. I know it's no fun, and obviously everybody wants a good outcome to things, and I think given enough time, again, we will see that. But just got to be patient and continue to trade the market that we have. GreenWallSt.com. Check out link in the description below if you want to trade with me live every single day. Actually, today when you're watching this at the market close, we're going to be having our weekly state of the market review inside the Discord. So come check that out. Beginners Boot Camp will be later on, earlier next month, and should be a pretty decent into the year, final quarter. It's time to wrap it up and bring it on home. Get ready for 2023. So thank you all for tuning into the video here. Enjoy the rest of your week and weekend, and I will catch you right back here in the next video. Peace out, everybody.